Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about polymorphism in Python. So let's take an example of this len function. To this len function, if I pass a string, let's say Python, and let's go ahead and print it, it will give me the length of this string Python. To the same function, the len function, if I pass a list of numbers maybe, it will give me the length of this list, the number of items in this list. Similarly, if I pass a tuple to it, it will give me the length of the tuple. So len, although it's the same function, but it behaves differently depending on what we pass to it. And this is a perfect example of polymorphism in action. So what is polymorphism? The word polymorphism comes from Greek word. It is a combination of two words. Polymorphism means many forms, something which can morph or change into many forms, take many forms. So polymorphism in OOPS allows objects to take many forms. Like the len function here is taking many forms. It is behaving differently based on what you pass to it. So that is what polymorphism is. So let's take a simple real world example. Imagine you need to color a shape. There are multiple shape options like you might want to color a rectangle, square, or circle. Now you can create separate methods for each shape. And then whenever you want to color a rectangle, maybe you want to call the method for coloring the rectangle. Whenever you want to color a circle, you have to call a method to color the circle. Maybe that method is called color circle. Or instead, what we can do, we can create a common method to color any shape. But you might say, okay, but how do we do that? Because the code for coloring a rectangle would be different than code for coloring a circle. But yes, this can be done in Python using polymorphism. So polymorphism is ability to use a common interface. So common interface in this case is len, the name of the function. This is a common interface for multiple data types. So let's see it in action. So let's create two class, dog and fish. Class, dog. And in this, I'll create two methods, bark and swim. First argument is always self. And from here, we are printing dog can bark. And another one is swim. And from here, I'll print dog cannot swim. Now I'll create another class called fish. Here also I'll create two methods. I'll call them bark and swim, but the behavior of the method would be different. So method name is same, but the behavior is different. What we are running inside the method is different. So maybe here I'll print fish cannot bark. And the second method I want to create is swim. Exactly same name as above. And from here, I'm going to print fish can swim. So now let's see how we can use or apply polymorphism in this example. So let's create a function swim underscore test. It takes an object as an input. And then we are calling this swim method. So how do we call a method which is written inside a class? We give the object dot the method name. The method doesn't take any arguments. Self is implicitly passed. So this will do the job. Now swim underscore test here is our common interface. We said polymorphism is the ability to use a common interface for multiple forms, for multiple data types. So that means we can use this swim underscore test for different data types. So if I create an object of fish class, let's just call it F1, fish, and then I pass F1 here, it gives fish can swim. That means it is calling this method, not this one, because we are calling this swim from inside of swim underscore test. It is calling this method because we are referencing this method using the object of this fish class. For dog, again, I'm going to create an object of this dog class. And now we'll call the same method, but this time I'll pass B1 to it. And based on the input, it will accordingly call the relevant method. Here it is giving us dog cannot swim. There's some spelling mistake. Dog cannot swim. Yeah, dog cannot swim. So here, the swim underscore test doesn't care whether it's a dog or a fish. It just calls the swim method of the relevant class. So this is polymorphism in action. The right method is executed based on the object type. I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned.